Hey everybody, Tim here with today's review of Doctor Who story number 118, 4 to Doomsday. So, 4 episodes long. Again, the 5th Doctor, I'm not really feeling it. This is the first story to introduce, the celery that is pinned to his chest that they don't make any reference to, whatsoever. He just has celery attached to him. So it's okay. So I love Adric. I've mentioned before, I think Adric is great. He's super adorable, but that beside the point. I think he's an interesting character. Him with Tom Baker, I thought was a great, foil. I think they did well together. Adric and the 5th Doctor, I don't think work well together. And this, I feel, is kind of the begin of the decline of Adric, where he's talking about, women are, mindless and bossy. And it's if we went back in time, 2 stories, that's not something Adric would say whatsoever. So I feel already the writers are kind of changing the way Adric is, and I don't like it. I absolutely am against it. The little surveillance ball thing that kind of follows people around totally remind me of Shada, which granted was completely erased and people at this time had never seen it, but that's kind of what it reminded me of. We meet enlightenment, we meet persuasion, okay, whatever. So this giant ship goes back to Earth several times over the years. We meet the Greeks, the Chinese, the Mayans, the Australians, or the Australian Aboriginals. We get it. There's 3 billion people on this ship, and Earth is the final destination because they want to take it over with the frog toxin. Okay. I guess I get that. The scene where the guy, takes the mask off and his face is, superimposed, I was that's actually not too terrible. I get where you're coming from with that, so that's interesting. The Monarch, his goal is to go faster than the speed of light, which is great to watch him, quiz Adric on what does E equals MC squared mean. Because if he can go faster than the speed of light, he can go back to the Big Bang and realize that he is God. And it's is that how that works? Because I don't think that's how that works. So, okay, whatever. The problem with this story is the decline of Adric, where Adric is the Monarch is right. And the Adric is so Monarch, gung-ho. And even the Doctor, which I don't like the 5th Doctor, it's you're a young idiot. And it's wow, you are way too, gung-ho on this. And I don't know, this whole story, I'm not feeling it. Watching the 5th Doctor try to go out into space with the cord attached to him, I'm just what is even happening at this point? And then, by the time everything is, done and they shrink the Monarch, and it's I don't even get it. Granted, I've drank a lot, but still, what is this? I don't know, this whole story was really stretched thin for me, and I had a really difficult time with it. So, to be honest, the thing that I thought was the most interesting, the ending where Nyssa faints, and it's so they're continuing the storylines into the second story. Which, during the 1st Doctor, that was the way they did things, is each story instantly connected into the next one. And they kind of got away from it. And this one, we see Nyssa faint, and it's what's happening? We have to watch the next story to find out. So, overall, I would not rank this one very high. This was a chore to kind of get through. And as much as I love Adric, this is clearly the decline of his character. So, he worked great with Tom Baker, not so much with Davison. So, I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know, and I will see you guys next time for Kendra.